Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. The goal of this channel is to get you in the group of people that make money. The fact is, over 90% of people invest in crypto lose money. I want to change that. I actually want to get you in that group that make life-changing gains. So therefore, I share my financial background with my community, and I do my research for me. And when I uncover uncomfortable truths or facts or whatever it is that I think is relevant, I share it with my community. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I do tell you what you need to hear. And the crypto market is moving immensely fast. Since regulation has stepped in, Wall Street is here. This altcoin season, no matter how it turns out, which I'm extremely bullish, is different. And hopefully you guys have an aggressive profit-taking plan. Now in this video, I'm going to give you a lot of bullish information, and we're going to talk about, are we in altcoin season? Is this move going up, or is this just a bounce from the bottom heading lower, just like we've had, I don't know, 20 times in this cycle? So we're going to dive into all that information. Do with this information as you will, but I'm here to help you. All right, guys, hit that like button. Let's dive into it. Now, today is a good day to start the week. We are still down for the week, but today is up and things are looking real good. Now that being said, guys, I'm telling you, Trump can crash or pump this market in a blink of an eye with just a statement. He's always firing out these tweets and doing things that affect the stock market and the crypto market. And he just fired the BLS chief. He's basically the guy over all the data that we get. Now that being said, I don't trust the data, especially about like inflation or jobs or pretty much anything, especially since COVID. So I'm glad he's fired him, but I hope that he finds someone that will give us real data that we can use. But the point about that statement and sharing that with you before I get into what I want to talk about is that, you know, that spooked the market. And we have tariff uncertainties. Man, he just reached out to Putin and said, look, I'm going to give you like 60 days to end this war, or who knows what's going to happen. So there's so much uncertainty. I find it hard to believe that altcoins are just going to start to rip. That's just my current take. But anyway, wanted to share that with you. Now, let's get into some really, really bullish news. Guys, the crypto market is exploding for new projects and adoption on Wall Street. Now, I don't want to dive into it in this video, and I've got a video coming out, but guys, if you've done any research on Wall Street and compared to your favorite projects, I promise you guys, Wall Street is already dominating crypto with their own projects. And so you need to really investigate that, research that before you even remotely think about hodling. And it will probably make you, like me, more aggressive taking profits. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that, because I got some good alpha coming out about comparing the two. Now, here's some good alpha and some really bullish information. Look at this chart on the screen. Guys, there has been more new projects created and backed by mainly Wall Street and the big firms in crypto like Coinbase and OKX already this year than all of 2024. Look at that. Coinbase is backing so many new projects, it's not even funny. But the big boys, the big VCs, are in crypto. Now, here's some alpha. Heads up. VCs, maybe not Coinbase, but the other VCs like Animoca Brands and Galaxy and Pantera and Big Brain Holdings, guys, they don't hodl. They got an immense supply when they back these projects at bizarrely low price points that we can't even dream about unless you got it in the ICO. And even if you got in an ICO, they're still in before you. So the point about that is, when altcoin seasons takes off, they're going to dump their supply. That's why you don't hodl and you take profits, because we don't know when they're going to dump. But that's an extremely bullish chart. Now look at this one, guys. Bitcoin is literally tracking almost tit for tat for the M2 money supply. I just saw this chart. This is a little different. Actually, Bitcoin is behind, but it's tracking tit for tat, and the whole world, including the US government, are printing money. Maybe not directly, but indirectly, the US government and the entire world have multiple ways to just create money out of thin air. So what does that mean? That means inflation. That means liquidity. So Bitcoin is going to keep going up. Now, I am extremely bullish. Can't be more bullish on Bitcoin. I wish I would have bought a lot more at the start of this cycle. Hindsight's 2020. Never sell your Bitcoin. But I believe this cycle, when it's over, Bitcoin's not going to blink. I don't think that no matter where Bitcoin goes, it's not going to come back and allow us to take our profits, hopefully, from altcoins and buy 2 or 3 Bitcoins. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Bitcoin's going to separate itself. All right. Now check this out, guys. This, to me, is mind-blowing. I truly believe there will be a Bitcoin supply shock. Now, I don't think that it's a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. I mean, look at that, guys. We are already literally at historical lows. And if you go back to October 22, yes, we had Michael Saylor starting up, but we didn't have 200 companies around the world doing what Michael Saylor is doing. We didn't have the White House mandate. Guys, I don't know if you understood when, Trump announced the Bitcoin reserve, but he made a mandate to figure out how the U.S. government can have more Bitcoin. That's a mandate. So the U.S. government, beg, borrow, steal, whatever, are going to start stacking more Bitcoin. I hope they take some of the tariff money, because that's part of the equation. They said, well, we're not going to print money to buy Bitcoin. We have to use other means. But that would be one mean, to explode their reserves. But it's coming. And when it comes, guys, Bitcoin is going to go up like, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 100, 300, 500%, like in a blink of an eye. I truly believe that, because it's already truly deflationary. Now here's some alpha, guys. Now before I tell you about that, when I say deflationary, like there's already 4 years of supply that can be mined already bought. So there's none of this mining is going to dump on the market. Now, the alpha I was talking about is people often try to give you some hype and tell you a token is deflationary because it has a burn mechanism. A token cannot be deflationary until it's pretty much fully diluted. Because if some entity can dump on you way more than the burn, it's not deflationary, and it may never become deflationary, especially in this cycle if it has bad tokenomics and a huge supply. So that's something to think about. But guys, this is a bullish chart. All right, let's check this out, guys. The total too is really, really important in crypto. This is basically all the altcoins excluding Bitcoin. So whatever you own is in this chart. Now, in this last week, we had a big pullback. And if you notice, this is a double top. That is extremely negative. And we fell back. We lost over $200 billion. Now, that being said, guys, I don't want to insult anyone's intelligence, and I really dove into this like 6 months ago. I was pretty naive about how the difference between a million, a billion, and a trillion. Because, guys, I really believe that we have forgotten the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. Well, guys, think about this. There is 1,000 millions in a billion. There is 1,000 billions in a trillion. There's 1 million millions in a trillion. So guys, $1 trillion is off the charts, an immense amount of money. So when people just go, oh, well, the altcoins are going to run to $9 trillion, or someone tells you, you know, the math and the tokenomics on your favorite altcoin is going to be, 10 trillion, 100 trillion, 200 trillion. I don't know what they're smoking. I say that with love, but you need to learn tokenomics and math. Then you'll realize just how unrealistic and mathematically impossible some of these hyped up FOMO predictions are. And the reason that's important, guys, if you think that your favorite altcoin is going to go to whatever number, you're not going to take profits. And you didn't even know that number was virtually impossible. Now, let's look at this chart. Okay, guys, the double top, and then it fell down and created this channel. But now it's broken out of this channel. Now, if we have a double top, it's extremely bearish, but it can be negated. And roughly, this yellow line right here would negate the bearish move. And then we could become bullish. Now, we are right at that line. Now, a lot of things can happen right here because the market makers, the exchanges, the whales know that we all, if you know TA at all, you know that. So they are probably ready to wreck the people right there. But they may not need to. We may be going lower. Now, that being said, I need to see a couple of days, maybe the end of the week, close above this line. If we do, that will be extremely bullish, and we may be off to the races. Now, this week, we have a lot of data coming out for Wall Street. So if on Friday we close bullish for the week, guys, things will be looking extremely well. I expect a lot of volatility for the remainder of this week. But if we close on Friday positive, guys, I think we will make up that $200 billion and we'll be moving on. So I'm extremely bullish, guys. Things are looking good, but I'm not stacking. I'm kind of neutral right now. Now, if you need some help with your portfolio, guys, and getting a game plan, I've got a lot of different services. I have a package with 3 Zoom calls. I have a portfolio course that has 17 videos that walk you from A to Z how to create a good portfolio with a game plan of how to dollar cost average in and out and understanding tokenomics and market cap. and everything you need, and it comes with a Zoom call where we go through your entire portfolio. Guys, it's only $250. I think it's an immense value. Now, if you watch this channel, you'll know I 100% believe that shorting is the best, most consistent way to make money in crypto, even in the bull market. But when the altcoin season is over, the people that know how to short are probably going to make more money in the bear market than they made even in altcoin season. I truly believe that. So if you want to learn that, reach out. I also have an inner circle. And guys, if you need some help, I'm here for you. That being said, whether you take me up on that or not, do yourself a favor. Get a game plan. Do some non-biased research. I've got a video coming out about Wall Street. Guys, they are taking over. They have all the customers. Crypto is just open source, and it's code, right? That's all it is, code and software. Wall Street is coming hard, and you need to understand that. And 99% of all these tokens are going to disappear. They're not needed. They're not the dominant lion's share project. They don't have the customers. You need to be aware of that. Now, I'm extremely bullish, but for people that are looking to hodl, because a lot of the messaging I've seen is influencers have, told you in this cycle, the start of this cycle, life-changing gains for whatever your favorite token is. Now it's looking like they're wrong. And now they're extending. Oh, well, 2030, heck, even 2045. Guys, this is moving so fast. Wall Street will have already taken over, and most of crypto doesn't need a token. The token is to build out these platforms and to make the foundation, the companies, the early investors, and the devs and the founders extremely rich. They're just going to disappear. They're not needed. If every chain you knew today disappeared, everything that we know about the future that's going to happen on chain would happen. Wall Street, the banks, everyone has it covered. Now, if you disagree with me, hit me with some facts. Compare what Wall Street has and what they're doing. Most people can't even tell you the Wall Street competitors to your favorite token. Well, why are you so sure that it's going to win, that it even has a future, if you don't even know who the competition is? Now, say that with love. But anyway, guys, if you don't take profits, you're going to become the prophets. And if the majority were rich, if the majority were right, the majority would be rich. So hit that like button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think altcoin season is going to look like? Do you believe Wall Street's going to take over? Let me know. I'm curious. And then, guys, no matter what, come back, be part of this community, subscribe, because hopefully I'm going to get you in that 10% club, one way or the other. And again, guys, I'm bullish, and whatever we do in the next, say, 5 months, it's going to dictate how this cycle plays out as far as your financial profits. All right, take care, guys.